It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
So here comes Saul Alvarez, nicknamed Canelo. Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico.
Not too many seats. So here we go. Should be a good one. Nice exchange here from both men. He scores with the counter. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
So much firepower here. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. Swing and a miss with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Fight so far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
On to the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Catch and shoot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you...
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn. There's the bell for round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The courage on display here is incredible. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. And he misses with that jab. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Misses with the straight left. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? They both want a knockout, you can tell. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Now you go back out there and switch back.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. That uppercut misses. What a punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Has to be careful for that. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
I love that. That jab is slick.
Okay, go out there and win the next one. Yeah? Good.
And is beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there.
On to the sixth round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Back and forth they go. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter shot. He misses with that straight left. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice counter shot. This round, hold that thought! Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Here comes round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. That counter shot lands. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what he's got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here.
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the Samurai. Indeed. Here we go, one time. Really need. Very beautifully, very little little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Really need. What you got? Very beautifully, a little battle raps for you. So alive. Come on through. Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. 2 nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein of gang violence meets the gang's demises and it bangs. Rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, Irish stylish. Same shoe in different sizes with evidences of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post. Folks look past the lower class blower of the notes and tell unspoke jokes as they approach what she'll never be in style. But she holds. Really need. Very beautifully, rated. Little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Really need. Very beautifully, alliterated. What's up? Little battle raps for you. So come on through. The unamplified, fantasized land of the soon-to-be fans of the samurai. Smile wide, got the panorama camera vibe. If you analyze, she's a one-woman gala, glamorized. Just without the glamour or the gala ties. Man, I'm more alive with the jazz guys eating piano pies at the Vanguard. She's an artist and staff. A couple dollars in the band job as a half a turkey Sam, organic and it's hand carved and ours. If you ask for a piece, freshly laugh for singing jazz in the streets, and the staff asked for police. Crashed at a friend's flat for a week. Felt his home as a raft on the beach. Lit a fag, took a drag, took a tea. Read a book, took a bath, went to sleep. Really need, you know what I'm saying? Very beautifully, little battle raps for you. Little battle rap for you. Really need, very beautifully, very little rated. the samurai, samurai. To the samurai. I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter, I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer, I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter, I am everything you fear. It's the prize I envision, nature of the beast, no collision, in the cage, when you visit, get to leave, in the distance and it's sacred. Set your expectations, hope you made your reservations, till I land and you face it, what you tasting? Advertise and display it. Not a heart that you made it. It's an art when I draw, you should save it. Download it on your playlist. Really hoping that you lose.
I'm Todd Grisham, and how about this venue, ladies and gentlemen? Brooklyn Hall. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Introducing first, it's Katie Taylor. She's 5'5" tall with a reach of 66.1 inches. And her opponent, Terry Harper. She fights in the lightweight division, weighing in at 60.8 kilos, 174 centimeters tall, with a reach of 165.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
Introducing first, it's Katie Taylor, one of the best to ever do it, fighting out of Ireland. Terry Belter Harper. She won the IBO lightweight title in 2019 and then did it in the WBC in 2020. She fights out of Denby, England.
Oh, pure bad blood.
And now for the official introductions. We turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and now, from Bray, Ireland, here is a two-division undisputed champion of the...
What a pleasure to be. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Nice job getting that punch through. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Just misses with that uppercut. So far, the offense has been better than the defense. Oh, they landed a good jab there. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, we know. And there's the bell to start round 2. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Perfectly timed uppercut. At the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round. Hold her right there. The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. It's all offense all the time. Has to be careful for that. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talking about Katie Taylor. There's the bell to start round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
No rest for the weary. Swing and a miss with that jab. Jab slightly off target. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, this fight is not going to plan for her. She's got to... On to the fourth we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Both want the knockout. Tried to score with the uppercut. The counter punching. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't score with that right uppercut. The straight right just misses. She scores with that counter. No rest for the weary. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. Back into the fray here in round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice work to block that left uppercut. The straight right just misses. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice defense with that jab. That jab misses. Nope, that uppercut does not score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talking about Katie Taylor and that. This is the beginning of round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Incredible work rate. Didn't land that jab. These two women pretty close halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. There's the bell to start round 7. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here.
They've had 1 minute to recover.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Wow, what a shot! And it's over! A home run swing, and that will do it here. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot!
Listen to me. Are you okay?
So time to go.
I just need a minute to